So hello everybody, welcome to JAIIB CAIIB English Medium channel. We at JAIIB CAIIB English Medium channel, we are here for an important information for all of you. What is the reason why every faculty member has joined today's session? You will be you will note everything once you are in the session till the end. So whenever we talk about a particular session, when the faculty members are there, we think that something big is coming, but this time every student must be serious for this particular study plan. Reason being the time. We are talking about the JAB examination, which will be held in November 2025, and the exam date is out. Everybody knows that from 2nd of November the exam will begin. We are left with effectively less than 2 months if we include the revision part as well. So it's time to get serious, to pull up our socks and try to remember each and every important points which are there in various subjects. So stay updated with all those guidelines which are being issued by the IIBF till June 2025. Along with that, whatever plans you have for the study, you must follow that as well. When I talk about various subjects, so today we have Aarti ma'am with us, the expert for AFM, Vishal sir with us for RBWM, Aman ma'am and myself for IIFS and PPB. So stay tuned till the end. We will let you know that how the plan will move on and why you should start preparing from now.
Thank you, sir. So, as you know that as a banker, we don't have much time. Yes, already you have your office hours. Now, if you see festivals are there, yes, Diwali is there, but uh, JIB exam is also there. So, how to manage everything? Because that is the most difficult task right now. Because if you haven't started your preparation till now, and if you want to give and you want to clear in your first attempt, how to manage everything, how to create your targets, because now we know JIB exam level is also increased from May 25. So as per that, if we want to prepare, we want revision, we want conceptual clarity. Yes, and we need to cover so many things for our four subjects, because in your JIB you have four subjects, and in each subject you need to get minimum 50 marks for clearing it. So how to prepare it? Correct. So as a banker, if you are doing self-study till now, so make sure you need now proper guidance. You need now proper expertise. How you can get it? We will discuss all the things in our today's session. So what you can do, you can stay till the end and do subscribe to our channel. Share this with your friends and colleagues who also wants to clear in their first and single attempt. Yes, Vishal sir.
Yeah, basically now the suspense is going up. What is the session for basically? Isn't it? So the point over here is, see, all the, as Aarti ma'am and Kinshuk sir have already told you, time is limited. And now this is also the transfer time. In banks, we'll be having the transfers also in this period. So that's why you'll be having a very limited time. And for that, most of the bankers still have incomplete syllabus. They have not completed their syllabus, or they have registered, not started also. Some of them have started but incomplete. Then low confidence. This is another problem with the banker. This is basically because of the time. And third one, no proper revision plan. Now this happens when you are not guided by somebody. For this, you will be needing the guidance. For this guidance, we are over here. And at that 24/7, all our mentors are well experienced. Okay, almost 30 to 40,000 students have passed through us on a on a yearly basis. So that's why you are in the right hands over here, and will be guiding you very properly. Okay. Now let's move on to Amanjot ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Whatever you saw.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So as everyone have said that whenever the team comes up together in a session, something special is coming. So something special is that we are bringing JIB crash course for all of you for November 2025 attempt. Now, why this crash course is important? Because as Vishal sir have already told, that a lot of bankers have low confidence, they have not completed syllabus yet, and they have not revised or practiced the paper. So now to clear the paper, there are three things which are very much required to understand the concept, to revise regularly and to practice regularly. These three things together help you to clear the paper. But now, if you are starting late, let's say you have not joined any batch, you have not started your preparation earlier, so you are starting a little late, not a little, a very late, I can say. If you are starting very late your preparation, and if you have already joined the batch, but you are not that much connected to all the classes and you have not covered all the sessions and all the concepts till now, then in the last 2 months, or I can say less than 2 months we have now, because 2nd of November, we have our first paper of IIFS. So it creates a such kind of panic for us, like what to be done next. 4 subjects are there. Each subject is very lengthy. And now we have seen in May 2025, all the 4 subjects was very tough. The kind of subjects PPB and RBWM bankers used to expect that this is a very known to subject to us, and it's easy to get overall score from RBWM. It's easy to go with the PPB subject. These 2 subjects was the toughest in May 2025. So now we can see what level of question and what level of preparation IIBF was asking from us. So that's why it's important. Now, in the last 2 months, we will be focusing on the right strategy and we'll go with all those things which are required to clear the paper. And that you will get in the JIB crash course. Now let's move to Aarti ma'am and discuss what you will get in the crash course here.
Yes, so now if we talk about crash course for JIB November 25, so why crash course now? Because if you see, exam is just around the corner. Yes, already 2nd of November, you will be getting your exam for JIB November. Now focus on important and scoring topics, because sometimes when we are doing self-study, we are not aware about important concepts. Yes, those concepts which we need to focus more. So based on this crash course, you can see important and scoring topics. Second and third thing you can see here, smart revision in minimum time. Because as a banker, you don't have much time for your self-study, for your revision. You don't have time for concepts, so how you can get the time for revision? Yes, so in this particular session, you can identify your important and scoring topics. Along with that, faculties will give you some important and smart revision tips as well, how you can revise it, yes, in a very minimum time. And last thing you can see here, shortcut to boost confidence and marks. See, if you completed your concept revision and you have solved mock test as well, but if you are not having this confidence and you are not getting marks while doing your mock test or any kind of unit test, then you might lose your confidence. So this is the ultimate batch through which you can boost your confidence. So remember, this is why you need to choose our crash course for November 2025. Okay, so now let's see and meet our team for our crash course. So I will request Kanshuk sir, Vishal sir, Aman ma'am. Yes. So let's start with Vishal sir. Sir.
Yeah. See, I'll be taking the RBWM classes. See, I've been taking this RBWM classes for CIB also. Earlier it was in CIB. This subject was in CIB. So I've gone through this syllabus many times. You are in the, so that's why you would be very much in the right hands. Because this subject is a combination of retail banking and wealth management, both. And in the crash course, as you know, the timing will be very less. We'll be getting very less time. For that, we'll be mainly focusing on numericals, because the numericals, if you see, for the May batch, this May exam, there were almost 25 to 30 marks numericals, case studies. So that's why we'll be focusing main on the numericals and the important theory parts. The important theory parts over here are the new tax regimes, the new tax planning regimes which are there. Those are very important. Plus other theory topics. Plus you have home loans. Home loans is a big topic as such. Then you have certain numericals on branch profitability. All of them will be covering, including your important theory parts. So we join this SR because the subject of RBWM, earlier we used to consider it as very easy. But now since last paper, May 25, everyone has woken up. It's very difficult now because numericals and questions are very tough, because banking is changing on a daily basis, retail banking. That's why you have to be there. Okay. So let's move on to the next mentor. Yeah, Kinshuk sir.
Yes, as everybody has said, they have now told us that we are coming up with the crash course. The suspense is over. What we want to decipher from this particular crash course, there are two factors why we are bringing this up. First, for all those seasoned bankers who are having good amount of experience in the banks, they should have a one-stop solution so that quickly they can go through the concepts and sail through this particular examination. Secondly, for those new bankers also, if they have just joined the banks and they are studying from the word go itself, the self study, or for that matter, from the YouTube series which we are having, from whatever source you are studying with us, this particular crash course will benefit to all of you. When I talk about the exam relevant study in the crash course, all of us, all the mentors, they will be focusing on the exam relevant study. And that is what is important for the qualification for your examination. When we talk about the right approach towards the exam, then also the crash course becomes relevant, because here we will be covering the most important topics. Often students ask us that whether we should study the entire module, or for that matter the entire unit or the entire subject with full sincerity, or should we leave certain parts because we do not have the time. So this particular crash course will serve that purpose also. You will come to know the basics, the most important basics. Along with that, we will be covering good amount of portions which are very, very important, which are repeatedly asked in the examination. So I will be taking up IIFS as well as PPB along with Aman ma'am. So we will be sharing the modules, module A and B for IIFS as well as PPB will be dealt by me, and Aman ma'am will be taking up the module C and D for IFS as well as PPB. So when we talk about the Indian economy part of the IE and IFS subject, it automatically becomes important to note that since past 3 years, we have seen one exam which is consistently tough. It will be IIFS. And I hope that Aman ma'am will also share some thoughts on this thing, that why IIFS is so tough. Students often say and sometimes complain also that it is the most difficult one. Aman ma'am, would you like to add something here?
Yes, sir, exactly. So C&D module, a lot of bankers feels like that this is very tough module, and because first of all, it covers around 26 units of your IEIFS out of 45. Like module D single covers 17 units for you. So why it becomes tough or difficult for the bankers? The first reason is because a lot of content is there. It's very hard to memorize these content, and that's why they keep being confused among the terminologies, like what is RHP, what is ASBA, what is, let's say, green shoe option. A lot of terminologies are there. In every chapter, you will find around 10 to 15 sub terms are there that you have to cover. So first thing, why it feels like very tough, why CND module or why IIFS overall being a toughest subject is because a lot of content is there to understand. And one thing, if you try to memorize the concept, you will always find that IIFS is a very tough subject. But if you start understanding the concept and revising it accordingly, then you will be finding that this is the easy subject, like it's easy to understand, and you will feel interested in the subject because it will help you to learn whatever is going on in our economy. You feel more related to every news you find on the newspaper or in the news channels or wherever a group of people are talking about any news. So you will find more related to that particular topic. So that subject automatically becomes interesting because it gives you that much knowledge that you can talk about certain terminology among the 10 people groups, right? So that's why it's very easy. Now, first thing is that you try to memorize the concept, not understand the concept. That's why it feels like very tough. And the second thing is understanding subject is easy, but practicing questions or attempting the questions of this subject is a tough job. It's really a tough job because IIFS first gives us the lot of statement based questions. It make it lengthy. Language always become tricky. And the third thing they have done is they always ask the indirect question. What you study in the class, you study the concept, you learn what is actually this concept means, how it relates to the real life. And in the paper, they ask indirectly. They are not going to ask directly what is the definition of what national income tells you, yeah, whatever the formula of GDP is there. They won't ask it directly. They will always make the questions indirect. So time consuming they are, language is tricky, and a lot of bankers feels like it's hard to understand the language of a question. And At the same time, 5 to 6 statement you have to read. So you make more time consume in understanding the paper or the question, I can say, that make it more difficult. So the only option to it is, first understand the concept, don't memorize it. Second, practice the question. Only practice will help you to understand the language, at the same time to attempt more and more questions when the lengthy questions are coming. So follow these two things: understand the concept and practice more and more questions on them. Then you will definitely find the subject will be easy. Yes, sir.
Yes, as ma'am has already told us that the subject as such is an interesting one, but when we talk about the level of questions, so IIBF ensures that they ask the tough questions. The language is very, very tricky, specifically in IFS, and it is the first exam of ours in this exam cycle. So whether this crash course will suffice, whether you have to learn only from this crash course, the answer is yes as well as no. When we talk about the yes part, you can rely on the concepts, but when we talk about the practice part, which you guys have to do on your own, we at JAIIB CAIIB English Medium channel plus one more channel, that is Officer 247, we have good amount of practice questions also. From there you can practice as well. Moving on to the PPB subject, when we talk about the principles and practices of banking, there we have 4 modules. It is the most bulky subject of all, and if you are a banker, let's say you are a seasoned banker, then you will again enjoy the whole learning from that subject also. Why I'm saying this? Because all the 4 modules have been designed by IIBF in a manner where you will find all the journal operations which you actually do on the ground level in the banks. So module A starts off with the journal banking operations. If you are a service manager or you are in the clerical cadre, you will relate with it in the first class itself. Then for module B, we talk about the credit or the advances section, which is the second most important role of the banks. Module C will talk about all those digital products, the digitalization via which these services are offered from the banks. And lastly, we'll move towards the ethics and compliance, which is again necessary to have a code of conduct, that how you should work in a bank and how the customers will be satisfied from your performance. So all these things will be learning in the PPB also. Again, the schedule has been designed so that in a manner where you will find that the concepts have been dealt with in an adequate manner, but you have to solve the case studies, and we will ensure that wherever the concepts are not dealt with, you can say elaborately, we will try to give you examples also. Because in PPB, what we have noticed, that students often get confused only because of the lack of example while learning the subject. So we'll try to inculcate the examples as well, so that your learning journey becomes easy. And in this limited time period also, you will crack this exam with ease. So the target score should be more than 60, and we will try to cover all the important parts so that you can achieve your target. Okay, ma'am, you would like to add something? Aman ma'am?
Just one thing I want to add: whenever you are studying PPB, just make sure that whatever work you are doing practically in a bank, relate the subject with your real life examples. Like in a bank, obviously you meet a lot of customers with a lot of different kind of problems. So do try to relate every norm, every concept, or every rules and regulation that RBI have given, or FATF have given, or any law have been introduced, so that it will become easy for you to remember it. Because PPB is a subject which covers a lot of norms are there. In every chapter you will find around 20 to 25 norms. Somehow it is related to any check or any promissory note or bill of exchange or any KYC, AML. A lot of things are there. So try to relate it whenever you are working in a bank. Whatever examples comes in front of you from a different customers, related to that, and it will become very easy to answer the case study question. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now let's move on to the next mentor, that is Aarti ma'am. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, sir. So, as you know, in your JIB, you have 4 papers, and this is your third paper, which is AFM. Now, when we talk about AFM, that is your accounting and financial management for bankers. Yes. So, if you are having your background related to commerce, then you are aware about journal entries, ledger. Yes, but if you are non-commerce students or bankers, then you are going to, face few difficulties. I'm not saying you are going to face only difficulties, but few difficulties compared to your commerce candidates. So ultimately, I know this situation with the bankers. So here, when I am bringing crash course, when I'm uh, giving the topics, I'm not, bifurcating candidates like this, commerce and non-commerce. I always try to, make the ground equal for every background of students or bankers. So remember one thing: if you are joining this crash course, make sure whatever you have studied earlier, I will tell you again from scratch. I will again clear each and everything, but in a very fast manner. Yes, remember this point, because this is our crash course. We have a very limited time period. So I will be covering so many things, but in a very limited time period. So what you need to do, you need to check this AFM subject first of all. So if I tell about AFM, in that you have four modules. Okay, A and B module talks about accounts. So accounting knowledge, basic thing, 14 principles you will see. Along with that, you will see how to pass journal entries, ledgers, BRS, because in banks you must have seen all these things, bills of exchange. Yes, these things we are going to cover in accounts. After that, we will see one advanced format of accounts as well, how to prepare balance sheet, how to read balance sheet in your banks, which type of format you are using in your banks. So all these things we will be covering in your first two modules. Again, I'm going to tell you that I will be telling each and everything, but in a very fast manner. Okay, this is our crash course, not your conceptual batch like we used to conduct earlier. So remember, if we have very limited time, so in a very fast manner I'm going to cover. Now if you see your third module, that is a numerical module. In that we will be dealing with your finances. Yes, finances means what? How to manage your money. So companies, when they are introducing equities, when they are taking debentures, bonds, so how they are going to manage it, and as an investor, how we are going to calculate ultimate return. So everything along with your module C I will be covering. But remember, module C is your numerical one along with theory. And in your exam, if you talk about weightage of numerical, that is around 20 to 30%. Okay, so we require to understand numericals. We need to solve them. We need to practice it, and how to do it in a very fast manner with the help of calculator, because calculators are allowed in your exam. So I will be telling you all the tricks, shortcuts which will help you for clearing your module C numerical part. And last, module D, that is easiest module in your AFM subject, that is your income tax, GST. You must know all these things. Yes, you all are paying taxes, you all are paying GST. So these things are quite easy compared to your A, B, and C module. And lastly, we will be covering your costing part, in which you will see again theory plus numerical. So this is about your AFM, and I will be covering this four modules in this limited time period. Yes, so after this, as you have seen our mentors, so let's continue and let's see what are the parts we are going to share and what are the features we are going to share in our crash course. So as you can see, we are going to start this crash course from 20th September 2025. Timing will be morning and late evening. Okay, so this crash course will be including your all four compulsory subjects: PPB, RBWM, IIFS, and AFM. But what features we will be getting as a banker if we register in this crash course? So see, 80 plus hours of online live classes, live plus recordings we will also provide. Yes, next you can see test series, so that you can do your multiple revision. And lastly, you can see books. Yes, so that when you are doing your self study, or if you are finding any difficulty, at least you have one books which are in soft copy. So these are the features we are going to share in this crash course. Yes, Vishal sir, you want to add something here?
Yeah, yeah. See, practice is the most important part in the crash course now, because now we have hardly 2 months. Yeah. So practice is the only thing which is required now. We mentors will guide you how to study. We mentors will give you the insights of all the subjects. Everything will be given. We can show you the road, but you have to walk on that road. For that, we'll definitely help you through ebooks, tests, mock tests, the PDFs we'll be sharing in the classes. But important part is daily studies you will have to do. Okay. Now you can also join the new batch. Along with it, you can join the Increment Mahapack. If you check the increment Mahapack, you'll see you get physical books, physical question banks plus e-question banks. You get formula bank plus e-formula bank, physically and e both. And you get the study planner also. Now the point over here is the physical books which you get, you have a lot of strain because we daily watch the computers in the banks also, at home also, our mobiles also, everywhere. So physical books are required for that so that the strain reduces. Number two, you get 15 plus batches per subject in the increment Mahapack. Now, this is huge thing. You'll get a lot of revision over here. Now, see here, if you get so many batches, even if you attend the half of them, then also you'll be able to get a huge amount of practice over it, right? What do you get in the increment Mahapack? If you check this, 12,000 hours of online live classes, 5,000 hours of mock tests, 4,500 plus ebooks, 5,200 plus recorded videos. Four books means physical books. Now see this. The point over here is if you check the mock tests are chapter wise also as well as full length also. 10 full length mock tests are available per subject. So this is a huge thing. Yeah, Kinshuk sir, would you like to add something?
Yes, as Vishal sir has just told us, when we talk about the subject knowledge, you will be getting that from the crash course. But if you are interested in, practicing the questions which we were talking about, the same in the session also, then you can enroll in the increment Mahapack. The features are here in front of you. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this particular Mahapack, you can directly contact us at 0981981924 We'll be sharing the number also in the description box as well. So JAIIB Mahapack 2.0, if we talk about the features of this particular Mahapack, it will be having all the necessary courses within its ambit. Along with that, you will be having the practice mock, the full length as well as the unit wise. Plus the ebooks will be there along with the recordings of these particular live classes. So this is the coupon code which you can use for gaining the maximum discount, that is JIIB Crash 78. The coupon code is live for a limited time period only. And when we talk about from where you can have the maximum discount, this coupon code is there. Plus, along with that, you will have 1% additional discount also if you enroll via the ADA 247 official application. It is available on the Google Play Store as well as the iOS as well. So if you enroll using the ADDA 247 application, you will have some coins which you can redeem in lieu of the 1% discount. So effective discount will be 78%, which is huge, right? So when we talk about the validity, so you will get the double validity for all the products which you are buying for now. And when we talk about the Mahapacks, you will get the double validity on the Mahapacks as well. That is the most important point to highlight here. If you have any kind of doubt, see, we know as a team that whenever some new course is out there, you guys have n number of doubts. So from where you can resolve that particular doubt, we have a dedicated helpline number for all of you, that is 0981981924 where you can directly contact us, and our team of experts, they will be explaining you in an elaborate manner that how you should approach this particular examination. Whatever questions you have, we have the solution for that. Okay, so you can directly talk to the experts as well. From where you can download the ADDA 247 application directly, the Google Play as well as the App Store, as I have just told you. Plus, if you want to access the courses from the website, then this is the website www.adda247.com. Directly you can visit the website and you can see for yourself that how we will be approaching this examination, the study plan as well. Okay.
Join the batch at 20th September immediately. Don't miss even a single session because missing a single session means going back again. So join it immediately. Don't miss the dates and focus on the subjects. Bye from my side. Yeah. Bye
All the
everyone.
best, everybody, from the entire team.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.